10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mischief Toys is proud to present 3 brand new Radiant exclusives for New York Comic Con 2023. Blacklight Ghastly and Blacklight Demonstro will be available at Mischief Toys booth 4542. Blacklight Gargoyle Ghastly will be available online at mischieftoys.com on Wednesday, October the 11th. Sign up for our newsletter on mischieftoys.com and follow Mischief Toys on Instagram at Mischief Toys for all of the latest Mischief Toys news. And remember to make mischief.
Hello, everybody! Man, I'm wearing my hat all weird. Hello, everybody. Another live on a Sunday night. We're happy to have you. Thank you for joining. Tonight, we're going to be talking mostly about New York Comic Con. We're going to give you couple extra details. We're going to show you some more announcements. We have a couple more announcements for the show that I think you guys are really going to love.
More announcements?
Yes, I know. I can't believe it.
I mean, we have 3 figures. What more can we do?
I know. Over the weekend, we actually posted the video that you just watched showing the 3 brand new figures that will be coming to New York Comic Con this year. Actually, 2 coming to New York Comic Con and 1 that will be online. The one online, of course, is the Gargoyle Ghastly, which last year we took Gargoyle Ghastly to the con with us. This year, we're leaving Gargoyle Ghastly at home. And mainly the reason for that is because we wanted to mix it up this year. But additionally, Gargoyle Ghastly is a huge figure, so it's nice that we don't have to carry around a really big figure again this year. Last year was pretty rough.
We took an entire trailer filled with gargoyles, plus packed more in our cargo van. It was insane. So we currently have like 34 boxes of them sitting in our dining room and our living room. It's obscene. I cannot wait until we come back, we make that sale, and we can get them the frick out of our house. It's insanity. So the Gargoyle will be going on sale next Wednesday, October the 11th. It'll be going on sale Wednesday, October 11th at 2 p.m. Eastern. Mark your calendars. He is amazing. You are not going to want to miss that piece. But keep in mind, we will be in New York. We will not be at home, so they will be shipping the following week. It will be much slower shipping than you have come to expect from Mischief Toys, but for very good reason, because we will be at New York Comic Con. And to answer your questions that I'm sure you are asking yourselves, and maybe even putting in the chat right now, I haven't looked at the chat yet, we will not be taking any gargoyles to New York Comic Con.
There's your answer, yeah.
We might take one to show people in person, maybe? Like one?
Right.
I don't know. Don't know. Or, you know what? I do have a couple plans, but they will not be up for sale for the public. I'll say that.
Let's talk about the event. So an email went out this evening about the Night of Mischief, which I'm super, super stoked about. This is the 2nd year in a row that we've done something like this. This year is going to be even bigger than last year, and I'm going to give you reasons as to why. Heather, I see you raising your hand. Go ahead.
If you have not yet received the email, it is probably still going out. I have noticed that the emails are taking a bit longer to go out. Our email list has grown so much. I have spoken with our email provider about this, and they've basically said, like, once your email list hits a certain amount, it starts to slow down a bit. So we do not plan on, like, letting an email go out and announcing, like, hey, a figure's available right now or anything. So I don't want you guys to get worried about that. We will announce things in advance, unless, like, I don't know if we ever plan on doing this again, but last year, remember when we sold the skeleton Ghastly, like, while we were live?
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna do anything like that. I think all of our figures should be pre-planned. So please don't worry about, like, the emails not getting to you fast enough or whatever. And please, like, don't DM us if you don't get an email unless it's been, like, 2 or 3 days. I would recommend, like, checking your email settings to make sure you are subscribed to our email list on MischiefToys.com, because I cannot even tell you how many direct messages I got last week when we announced, or this weekend when we announced the figures.
Yeah.
And everything. It bogs down my DMs. I just, you know, chill a little bit. It is going to take some time.
Right,
please.
it takes time. Yeah.
Yes.
So the event that's going to take place is actually Adam Eng. Thank you. He posted it right there in the chat. October the 14th, which is a Saturday, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. roughly. I know sometimes things bleed over a little bit. We ended it at 10 p.m. because we have to go back to the con the next day. Last year we stayed out like ridiculously late, so it made us like dead to the world on Sunday. So we're trying to give ourselves like that much needed break to rest for the next day. Of course, though, like I said, it could bleed over a little while, and that's okay. We want to make sure that we get to everybody at the event. So you're probably asking, what's actually going to be at the event? So the event, you're basically going to walk through the door if you go, right? If you're able to get a ticket, you'll walk through the door and you'll be presented a bag. And in that bag will be a multitude of items. I'm not going to explain what all the items are right now, but just to kind of give you an idea, there are going to be items in there that everybody will get. Additionally, there will be chances to win items such as protos, AP figures, AP pins, all sorts of fun stuff like that. I'm bringing some heavy hitter protos while we're there. We will most certainly sign your protos while we're there. It's going to be a really exciting night. Not only will you be able to talk to Heather and I face-to-face in person, ask us any questions about Gastlecast or Mischief Toys, at least questions that we can answer. You'll also be able to talk to Peter, the voice of the narrator. Of course, you know who the narrator is. He speaks over every video practically from Mischief Toys. He was speaking over the video that we just showed here this evening. And then our artist will be there as well. Our artist, Noelle, will be making her very first appearance ever to anything. Same with Peter. And it's going to be a blast. I can't wait for you guys to meet the both of them because they are such great folks. And I think it'll be a prime time to get your stuff signed by them.
Definitely.
So if you can't make it to New York Comic Con, that's okay. You can just come to the event. And if you come to the event, bring your Ghastlies with you and your Demonstro, whatever, and we will make sure to sign all the things that you want us to sign. Just bear with us because there's only so much time that we have there. So I would suggest maybe bringing like your top 2 or 3 items with you to get signed.
Yes. Okay, so lots of frequently asked questions. I see one in the chat. John is asking, he's going with 2 other people. Can you get 3? So for each transaction, there will be just 2 allowed. Yes, you can go back. We just want to prevent people from buying like 10 at a time. 10 tickets at a time for our event. Sorry if I didn't clarify that. Yeah, so 2 tickets per transaction. Make sure that whatever email address you check out with is properly spelled. That is where the information will be headed. Please do not DM us like until like maybe a couple hours before the event if you haven't received an email, although you should receive an email by noon on Saturday, October 14th, the day of the event, letting you know the location.
I want to make sure that information gets out a lot earlier.
Okay.
Because
No. It's going to go out Saturday morning.
That's
Yeah.
Saturday morning?
Yep.
Why?
Because
So here's why I'm saying that maybe we should think on this and maybe we could talk offline. but there are some people that are like planning their trip and they want to know where they're going to have to go.
It's going to be in Hoboken, New Jersey. There is plenty of parking.
Okay.
You can, don't worry about that. There's plenty of parking.
I've had
there.
people message me and they're just concerned about where it's going to take place. So.
It's in Hoboken. So Javits Center is right here. Here's the Lincoln Tunnel. Right as soon as you get out of the Lincoln Tunnel in New Jersey, you go south a little bit and the venue's going to be there. It's literally like 15 minutes from Javits. So that is the location-ish. We don't want to put that out to the public because we are only going to have a select amount of space. We are going to have a select amount of swag bags. We will be asking you for your details at the door. So if you do not sign up, sorry. Make sure if you are going with friends that they sign up as well. It will be $10 per person. We are going to have, like Chris said, swag bags. You can bring stuff to get signed. There will be a select amount of finger foods. It's going to be a fun time. The event is going to be all ages until 9 p.m. After 9 p.m., it's 21 and up, but our event's only going to be from 7 to 10. I don't know if they are actively kicking people
I don't think they will.
out.
I don't think they will.
I don't think they will, but I just need everybody to know that just in case.
Can we talk about how many tickets will be available for this thing? Because I think that's important.
There will be 75 tickets available.
So only 75 tickets, meaning 75 people to come to the event. That doesn't mean you buy a ticket and you can bring your 5 friends with you. It's literally going to be 75 people. Reason being is because it's not like the biggest of places. We want to make sure to get everybody in there. We're going to do our best to invite maybe some special guests to attend. Maybe you'll meet some of your other favorite toy company folks. That could happen. I'm not making any promises, but we're inviting some others, and I think it's going to be a real blast. I mean, and in all honesty, you're going to be able to see us, and you're going to be able to see Noel, and you're going to be able to see Peter, but there could be an opportunity to see some others as well. This event's going to be really great. All the giveaway stuff's going to be great. I think just the chatting with everybody and having sort of like minds in the same room. A lot of people that you may know from the Gastlecast We Went Together group, or people that you've talked to right here in this chat, maybe talk to in like chat areas and other places like Instagram. So this is going to give you an opportunity to talk to all sorts of cool people, maybe even make new friendships while you're there. So that's cool. We do have 2 items that we're going to announce tonight. 2 items, something brand new for Mischief Toys, something that we've never done.
Hold on.
Sure, hold on. I'll get there. It's things that we've never done before. We're going to show you these 2 items. We're going to talk.
That's why I wanted you to hold on.
Okay.
I think we should only show one because one is a bit of a spoiler.
It's okay. I think it's okay. I want to show both because
Okay.
I think it'll be fun. I think people will understand. So we have two items that we'll show this evening. Again, something brand new for us, but I think you're really going to love it. Okay? So there's that. We'll get to that here in a moment. So 75 people will be admitted into this event. There will be no extra tickets. Once you buy your ticket, that is it. We cannot give what was the wording used earlier about the non-refundable. Thank you. Non-refundable tickets. The reason why we're doing this is because we're collecting the money in order to help along with the event. So that's why we're collecting the cash. Okay? It's going to be fun. I cannot wait to see all of you guys both at the booth for those who are coming to the con and also for those who will be able to come to this event. Again, I can't stress this enough. This event does not mean you have to have a New York Comic Con ticket. It's a separate event entirely, just so everybody is aware. So if you are in town but you're not going to New York Comic Con because you don't feel like dealing with all that crap, you can still come to the event and party with us. So this is going to happen at October the 14th at between 7 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes, I just got a message, or not a message, comment asking how far it is from the train station. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at the Path Hoboken station. I'm not from the area, so please forgive me.
Yeah, the Path is their train.
It's a 9-minute drive from there. So I don't know what that means for you guys. I apologize if that's not super convenient. I don't know.
Right. We have a question.
The tickets will go on sale tomorrow, Monday, October 2nd at 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
TH is asking, understand the 2 per transaction. Are you required to buy 2, or can we just buy 1 if you're able to get 1 and coming solo?
Yes.
You can buy only 1 ticket if you want. You can buy 1 ticket, or you can buy 2. But 2 is the maximum in each transaction.
Oh my God! If you don't stop screaming at me, I'm just gonna tell you can't come. I'll get to you. Jeez.
What? What is going on?
Patar has asked like 10 times, when will the tickets go up? And I'm just joking around.
Gastlecast train station meetup? Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Would Uber be a good way to get there? Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, if you're at the con and you're like, oh, I'm going to stay at the con until it like closes up, or eat nearby, or I'm going to go directly from the con to the event, yeah, just grab an Uber. I think that's the way to go. No, it is not the same venue as last year. We have changed just because of size issues from last year. We loved the place last year, don't get us wrong, but we needed something a little bit larger.
If you buy a ticket, you can bring someone if you buy a ticket for them as well. We are not admitting anybody without a ticket. Yeah,
so you come with if you're coming with somebody, they must also have a ticket.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and tickets are only $10 a piece. It's not an expensive thing, and you get a lot of really cool things while you attend. Free things, you get to meet everybody, and you can have Heather, myself, the artist, and Peter, the narrator, sign off on your stuff, sign all your things. We're excited to see you, Pop Megs. Can't wait. Also can take the waterway ferry to Hoboken. P.S. This line at Javits isn't growing much. Am I the only crazy one waiting for Mischief?
Have you seen Dave's post?
Yeah, he was still waiting. Yeah, he's standing in line. Where will tickets be available? It'll be available on MischiefToys.com. This will happen tomorrow at what time?
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right on the homepage, go to MischiefToys.com. It will be visible as soon as you go to MischiefToys.com. And I'd also like to note, while we're here, if you sign up for our newsletter, you will get all of the details you need to know about anything ever.
Brian Mariotti should be in a dunk tank. That would be hilarious. But no, unfortunately, I don't think I can make that happen.
That would be fun.
Wayne Paris, yes, it was fun. I was so happy to have you and your family there and to be able to talk and chat and everything. That was great. I had a blast with you guys last year. Thank you, Adam Eng. Adam Eng's amazing. He's just posting all the information people need to know, and it's helping out a lot in the comment section. So thank you so much for that. We appreciate it. So let's get to the 2 announcements. So Heather and I, when we're thinking or concocting ideas of just new items that we could bring to you, right? We brought the vinyl toy to you. We've done pins now. We've done apparel, hats, shirts. We've also gotten into plush now. Plush will be coming around the corner here really soon. Really excited about that. Excited about the plush. More information about that to come. But thinking about cons and walking around cons and buying things at cons, or just in general collecting things that are Mischief Toys related, you try to think about what are all the cool things that we could release as Mischief Toys that just seems to be proper. Like not like I don't know, not like a can opener or something, right? Something that just is on brand and it makes sense. So we had a couple of artists reach out to us. One being a comic book artist who we are going to be working a comic book with. I've mentioned this a couple of times before. That's kind of on the road right now. I'm super excited about that. But we had another artist reach out to us.
No, we did not.
What's that?
We reached out to them.
Oh, I'm sorry. We reached out to another artist because a friend told us that this was an artist to work with. And the reason why we reached out to them was because we thought it would be cool to do prints. So prints being like Mischief Toys artwork that we thought would be cool for you to get signed or hang on your wall or whatever you want to do with these things. Get signed, hang on your wall, so on and so forth. That's what I always do when I go to events like this. Love getting posters signed. So we actually have 2 prints or posters that we're going to have at the Mischief Toys booth. In fact, at the Mischief Toys event, we might even have more tricks up our sleeve, but we can't share any of that information just yet.
Can I say something to you really
100%.
quick?
All right. So Heather made a very good point. So there is one poster here that will be only available on Saturday. So you'll have to be at the event on Saturday.
At New York Comic Con on Saturday.
So these poster prints are really cool. Our artist, the artist that we're working with, reached out to us and shared these pictures with us. They are watermarked. The real versions will be at the show, obviously. We will have specific ones for the event only. We are not going to show those, but more information to come about those. Heather, could you please share more about the artist? Do you have more information, please?
Yes. Give me just a moment.
And then we will show you the prints.
I don't want to mess up. Okay. Because I got their booth number as well. So the artist, I had not heard of him until our friend gave us his information. But to be fair, we sort of stopped buying prints a long time ago, like actively, just because we don't have any more space on our walls. Can you do me a favor and find their booth number?
Their booth number?
Yes, because I can... Oh, I found it.
Okay, very good.
Okay, so this person is incredibly talented, and when he was recommended to us, I was like, we need him to do something for us. Like, there was no doubt in my mind. Our friend Rob at Soda Coaster actually reached out and said, hey, have you guys ever thought about doing prints? I was like, no, but I am now. And he recommended this artist as soon as I saw it. I mean, it was just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Real quick, we will have, I don't want to cut you off. We will have prints available on Thursday and Friday as well. And I'm going to decipher the difference between the two that we have here.
Yes, we will show you guys.
We'll make it very clear as to what you can get.
Okay.
So you will have an opportunity at a print on Thursday and Friday.
This artist is named Loco Duck Studios. His name is Michael. And he will be at Artist Alley at New York Comic Con as well. So when you get a print from us, you can get it signed by whoever you want. You can take it down to Artist Alley, get it signed by him at B44. These prints are incredible. I highly suggest following him on Instagram. His Instagram is Loco, L-O-C-O, Duck, D-U-C-K, Studios. All one jam-packed word. Loco Duck Studios. He is amazing. If you look at his artwork, you can sort of like see his style. But I might be biased.
He's really great.
What he's done for us is fucking cool.
So what is the limit numbers on the posters we're about to show? Do you have the limit numbers? So when I show these, will you know that?
They're very limited.
They're very limited. So we will have some on Sunday as well. So we're actually taking the figures and we're also taking the prints and we are limiting them for each day. So if you get there in time on a day that we have the prints available, of course, however many we have, we're going to try to kind of keep our numbers like higher for sales on for Thursday and Friday. Saturday and Sunday we'll probably have...
No, stop talking. You're saying too much.
Oh, okay.
You're saying all wrong.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I didn't say any of that.
Yeah,
I thought that was the plan.
No, that's
okay,
not
my bad. Anyway, keep going.
We have special guests on Saturday.
I got it.
So that's probably the reason, things are going to
be a little bit different than I thought.
Than you thought.
Okay.
So each print is going to be limited to 100 pieces.
Both of these?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So who is ready to see all of the artwork? Go ahead. Let's see some heart emojis or some sort of emojis. We want to see them. Can you guys call me Loco Rooster moving forward? Thanks in advance. Loco Rooster. I like that. That's a good name. Will there be metallic posters on the website in the near future? I don't know. We're working with a really great guy. I don't know. Something could happen. People are saying they like his art. How many more leaks is Chris going to give out today? I'm not giving out leaks. I'm actually trying to give you the best information I can, but sometimes I have it mixed up. Heather plans all this stuff, and I try to recite it, and it never comes out right, unfortunately. Oh, look at all the heart emojis. All right. Yeah, we're going to see them. We're going to take a look. For all those who are going to New York Comic Con, we got something really great planned this year, and I think you guys are really going to like it. So let's go ahead and take a look at these prints. So I'll explain both of them. I'm going to show you both of them at one time. Okay? So the first one is Ghastly taking New York. If you guys remember and you were at the event last year, you would probably remember that we gave out pins that were Ghastly as King Kong climbing on the Empire State Building. So this is Black Light Ghastly King Kong, because our theme this year is Black Light, climbing on the... Why am I saying Statue of Liberty? I just said it too.
He's
the
climbing
Empire
on
State
a
Building.
skyscraper.
But it's Empire State Building. And then next to it is the narrator. And the narrator will be available on Saturday, because the narrator, Peter, will be available to sign. Now, if you buy this for some reason and Peter is not around, Peter will be at the event on Saturday evening. So I look at both of these and I'm like, I don't even know which one is my favorite. So one thing you cannot see is that there are busts behind narrator. That's Heather and I. And in the helicopter that the King Kong Ghastly is trying to grab, Heather and I are flying in the helicopter. And it says Gastle 1 on the helicopter. Like that's the name of the helicopter. Oh, hell yeah, Rooster. I am a Coke Zero bro. I drink way too much. Heather yells at me. So these two will be available. Do we have a price point on these, Heather?
No.
Okay, no price point available yet. We will come up with the price point. But the fact that these will be there, we will be there. We will be free to sign them. We'll sign all of these. We'll sign your figures. We'll do whatever you would like.
King Kong will be available all 4 days. Narrator will be available Saturday only because I feel like it's very important that our narrator has something to sign for people, you know, because we have the narrator figure, but it's such a limited piece. I mean, you can get him to sign any one of your figures, but I thought it would be cool to do a print of the narrator. So that's the reason we're doing that Saturday only. They are going to be 8.5 by 11. These are done by Loco Duck Studios. You can follow him on Instagram.
No, follow him at Michael Duran, is what he's saying.
Oh, well, follow him at Michael Duran, too.
Michael Duran, at Michael Duron. So please follow him there. He just messaged us. He's saying, thank you all for the follows, but he would love for you to follow him on there. That's where he posts all of his art.
Oh.
What are the sizes on these? Good question. 8.5 by 11. He mentions that there are no sleeves, but the cards...
No, there will be.
Oh, there will be sleeves.
Yep.
Oh, great.
I
Never
ordered
mind.
some.
Cool. Oh, very good. You ordered sleeves.
Yes.
Amazing, which is probably why we don't know a price point yet.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Are
now.
they screen print? I think so. Oh my gosh, you guys are asking me questions. I'm new to prints.
Is that wine or blood in the glass? He's dapper narrator. That's obviously it's wine. Made from the netherworld.
Made from blood.
Made from the netherworld. It's made of fire and lava. So these are great. I love them. I'm super, super stoked over this artwork. I cannot wait to finally have these in hand myself, which I do not. I will be hanging these inside of our new warehouse. I'll be hanging them all over my house. These will be available at the New York Comic Con booth. And like I said, we might have another trick up our sleeve with an art piece like this for the event on Saturday night, October the 14th, between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern. So look out for that sign up, which will occur tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, which is Monday, October the 2nd. So if you're going to be at New York Comic Con or you're not going to be at New York Comic Con, you can still attend.
Each print will be limited to 100 pieces. King Kong Ghastly will be available all 4 days until it sells out. The narrator will be available Saturday only because the narrator will be there signing Saturday only.
So this narrator figure, somebody's asking, when are we getting the narrator figure? Well, he exists. We made him. He is a figure or a character that so far has been exclusive to the Coven of Mischief. And if you don't know what the Coven of Mischief is, we can talk about that on another day because we will be opening up the Coven of Mischief membership again before the year is over. Will there be a King Kong Ghastly figure at some point? Well,
Possibly.
yeah, there's lots of talks about that. Heather and I have been talking to a fellow, I'm not saying fellow, we're talking to an artist about all of that. A former Funko artist, by the way.
Yeah, it might happen someday.
It could happen. Yeah.
Limited, yes. Prints are one per person. We are not allowing... Same with the figures. Figures are one per person. You can buy one of each per person.
One
at
of each
New York
figure.
Comic-Con.
Yep.
So, make sure you have that in mind. We are not allowing people to buy multiples.
So... this, of course, will be available at our table. The artist said he would set some time aside to come and to our table to sign.
On Saturday morning.
But we are also going to have a little stand with his information so you could also visit his booth and he can sign these for you.
He will be at B44 in Artist Alley.
Yes.
And I'm going to post a link to his page again that he actually keeps updated. I didn't realize that, like... I thought one was his personal and one was his art page, but he posts everything on this Instagram. I just posted it in the chat below. And I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm going to try to do something. I might screw everything up.
Yeah, I explained it, but I can try to blow it up.
Yeah, blow it up higher.
Yeah, Heather wants me to show you her and I in the helicopter, which is amazing. Hold on. I
do not like, as you guys have probably heard me say, I don't like sort of mashing Gastlecast and Mischief toys together. However, I feel like this was subtle and fucking brilliant. I love it.
It's so brilliant.
I love it.
So it's me screaming and Heather okay with it. That's what the picture's showing you. Heather has a very I'm okay with this entire situation face on, and I am screaming and urinating in my underpants. And this is pretty true. This is pretty accurate to real life. What's funny is that, let me blow up the other one a little bit, and I can show you the bust. Oh crap, I'm moving the entire video. All right, hold on.
Uh-oh, you broke everything.
Yeah, I did. Hold on.
It's almost as if I were controlling this whole thing.
I wish there was a better way for me to resize this stuff. It's really painful.
The event will be held in Hoboken, New Jersey. We will send the address and the name of the venue in an email to those people who purchase tickets for the event. No +1s will be allowed unless you purchase tickets for the person. Each person needs a ticket. The event is all ages until 9 p.m. Once 9 p.m. hits, it will be 21 and over, although we are not sure how strictly that will be enforced by the venue. This venue has excellent food, so if you wanted to get there early and have a nice dinner, you can. I've seen photos, I've read reviews. I am super stoked on this venue. It's going to be a blast.
So there's Heather and I as busts. You can see me up in the corner sort of yelling, and then you can see Heather with her glasses on right behind. Yeah, she is naked. She is. Heather was like, am I naked back there? I don't know how I feel about that. And I was like, well, you're just a bust. There's no nips or anything on it.
Yeah, I had to make sure there was no nips because people are weird. These are not NFTs. These are prints that will be available at New York Comic Con with Mischief Toys.
There's a Rooster says the helicopter's Maryland flag colors too. Well played, guys. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
You know what? I didn't even notice that. And by the way, we didn't do anything with this artwork, by the way. We didn't ask for anything specific. This was all directly from the artist. He just picked up on everything.
Yeah.
He even picked up sort of on what I feel like narrator Ghastly would be like.
Yeah.
Like that look.
I don't understand how he did all of this. Like,
he's incredible.
I'm over the moon. Chris asked me this morning, he was like, did you see what the artist sent over? I said, no, I left it unread so that Chris would see it when he woke up. Because one thing that Chris does is he will open emails, and it drives me insane. He'll open emails, he won't reply to them, and he won't tell me that we received one, and it's like I won't see it for a couple of days, and it's like then I'm replying to it. So I like to be nice and leave things like untouched for him. So that's what I did this morning. So he gets up and he was like, "Oh my God, did you see what the artist sent over?" I said, "No, but I'm sure it's great." And he showed me, and my jaw dropped. I can't believe the detail on these pieces. I mean, I can't believe that these are going to be at our booth.
Yeah, so the artist killed it. Absolutely love this guy. So make sure you go and follow him at Michael Duron, Duron. Go follow him now. Show him a little Gastlecast / Mischief Toys of love. These prints are amazing. He did such a killer job. I cannot wait to have them on hand at the event and for you guys to be able to pick yours up as well. So there you go. And like I said, for those coming to the event on Saturday night, we may, it's still in the works right now, we may have a very special, or will we? Is it 100%? That we have a very special, another art print that'll be available that night?
Yes,
okay.
We will have a special print available to those attending our event.
There you go. So those, no, my nips are not on there either. I know you wanted them, but they're not there. So those will be available at the show, and then we'll have something else available at the event. The event's going to be awesome. I can tell you right now, just based off of what Heather and I have been discussing today, I have been so on edge about this thing because I know that, you know, although it's not like a fun days thing, it's not a big Funko extravaganza, I still want to grow and do things like this, big things, meetups, and sort of get all the fans together and everybody who loves Mischief Toys and Gastlecast, you know, together in one room and just hang out for a few hours. It's really important to me that we do this. It's very important to have a community, to have friendships, and to have, you know, connections to fellow collectors. It's a big deal. Coven of Mischief is opening again. Yes. So a Coven figure drop, yes, that's also coming. We were going to do it before New York Comic Con, but it's just too close. So it just didn't work out. We wanted to make sure to get the Monstro out before we got the Monstro Black Light version out. So I think the Coven figure, the next Coven figure, was going to go out like right around the time of the Monstro. A lot of things got backed up, but we will have a Coven figure come out very soon.
Do not forget to bring your Coven coins to New York Comic Con and or the event. We will have something very special and very on theme for you guys, for you Coven members. We have been getting a lot of questions. Can I send my coin to somebody who is going to New York Comic Con? And the answer is no. You must be present with your coin because, I mean, if we just let people hand their coins over to other people, then where's the exclusivity in that?
It just defeats the purpose of the whole thing. So
yeah, so unfortunately, you know, that is a special perk that you get if you happen to be in a place where Chris and I are. So, you know, if not, there are plenty other perks to the Coven of Mischief, and we do apologize if you cannot make it out to the events where we go. You know, I understand where that would be upsetting, but we just don't want anyone to take advantage of it. We will be checking to see who purchased the coins if you present the coin to us. So, yeah. Another thing, we aren't going to tell you what we're going to give you. We're just going to hand it over. So, just be excited for something pretty cool. And it's limited to only those who see us in person.
Coven of Mischief membership will open after New York Comic Con at some point. No like date or time or anything yet. We'll have more information after the con is over. We're sort of in this place right now where we're all about the con. We have to get through the con. And then once the con is over, we can get to our Halloween drop. We can get to the Coven of Mischief again. And we can also get to our Hot Topic drop. And then, of course, our Maryland drop, which is a really big deal to us. I'm hoping that all of our fans out there, even though you're not from Maryland, you will be excited for this as well. This is a huge deal. It's basically, Gastly's home. It's his home state. So the next big thing with Maryland Gastly and Mischief Toys and Gastly in general is to go after the title slot of Toy of Maryland. That's what I really want to do. I want to get it, and I think we will.
There's only 2 official state toys. There's the teddy bear and the Etch-a-Sketch. So maybe one day Gastly will be right next to those guys, and there will be a 3rd official state toy.
There you go.
We are in talks with that right now. It's going to be cool. Hopefully we can make it happen. Mikey, I did see your question. When will the protectors be available? So, funny story. We'll get to that some other time. But there was a bit of an issue with that. We do have some. We are not putting them on sale until later this year. So they were supposed to come out August, September. Unfortunately, we've made the decision to put them out at a later time. And I promise you, we will tell you all about it when the time is right. But right now, just know that we are working very hard to bring those to everybody. We plan on having regular size Gastly protectors, Demonstro protectors, and Gargoyle protectors. Not sure about Tiki for reasons I'm not going to talk about right now, but most likely we will get those in the future.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
Gastly's #1 toy of Maryland and worldwide already. Oh, thank you, Travis. Documentary again this year, of course. So I will be filming the entire time I'm there. The camera will literally be strapped. It'll be attached to me. It'll be another, basically another hand of mine. So if you're at the event, expect that I will be videotaping a lot of it or filming a lot of it. I'll be filming a lot at the booth as well. If you don't want to be filmed, if you're here right now, you're going to be there and you don't want to be filmed, just let me know while we're there. Some people don't want to be on camera, and I totally understand that. I want to try to capture as much as I can, but then also enjoy it and take it all in. So although I will be filming a lot, there will be some downtime. Last year was killer. I mean, I carried that camera around the whole time I was there, and man, it's after a while you could tell, at first it feels like a real light camera, but at the end of it, it is not. It just feels like my friggin' arm's going to come off.
Ernest, will we get our chance at a Coven figure before the Coven opens again? No, and there is a very good reason for that. There is a bit more of the Coven figure. Now, it is an incredibly limited figure. Please don't get me wrong. There are more figures than there are current Coven members. So with that being said, we will open up the Coven first, and then we will release the figure. We're doing it that way because we don't want leftovers.
Absolutely. Make sure I turn off the camera when I go to the bathroom, I promise. Yeah, this year I think the documentary will be even better. I have some ideas kind of churning in my head. I want to make the documentary more... I want to come across more as like it's a real thing. Last time it seemed almost like it wasn't as professional as I want it to be, I guess is the best way of saying it. I'm going to try to make it more professional. But realistically, it's the camera is attached to Heather and I as we're running around during this adventure. So it's as professional as I can get with that in mind. Last year, we had a really cool event, or a really cool like portion of that video where we went to the Funko booth. We ran into Mike Becker. We had a conversation with Mike Becker, and it was really, really great. Although I don't feel like that needs to be, like that would have to be in a video for Mischief Toys, like our little documentary.
No.
Although the reason why I wanted to keep it in was because Mike Becker, we handed him the figures. And so that was sort of a big deal to me. And I think, Mike Becker, as much as we dump on Funko and we give him a hard time over stuff, we really respect them. We really love them as a company. We love collecting their stuff. I think we're the biggest critics when it comes to Funko. I don't think there are any other channels criticizing them as much as us.
Reason.
No, we do it for good reason, but you
and
know,
for
it's
entertainment. Sometimes we go hard just to make you guys laugh.
Yeah, it's more entertainment. I think, you know, these are the really small things in life, right? When it comes to a Funko Pop, we get messages from people all the time. And they're like, oh my God, look what Amazon sent me. And they send us a Funko Pop, like, picture of a box, and it has, like, a minor crease on it. And they're like, how dare Amazon do this? And I'm like, totally understand it. I've complained about stuff like that before in the past. But there are so many other bigger things happening on Earth that we, you know, that are the bigger problems. And I think we talk about this stuff because of our love. I know we talk about this stuff because of our love for Funko. And I do love them. And we wouldn't be doing what we're doing with Mischief Toys if Funko had never came to be.
No.
We wouldn't even have a YouTube, right? We're here on YouTube because of all of this. So, I don't know. I'm not trying to get too, you know...
Deep in the feels.
Deep in it, I get you. Deep in the feels about it. I'm just saying, like, they're a big deal to me. Funko is such a huge part of my life. I love them to death. And I love Mike Becker. And I hope that when we go, we can see Mike Becker again. We talked around the time of San Diego Comic-Con to Mike Becker a little bit, and we talked about, hey, let's meet up at New York Comic-Con. So maybe we can walk over to the booth and talk to him. I think he mentioned last time, let's go out for a pizza.
He did.
And I would love to do that. I don't think it'll happen.
I don't think it'll happen. He likes to talk.
I don't think it'll happen, but we have his telephone number, and we might just actually text him while we're there and say, hey, Mike, we're meeting up.
What's up, buddy?
Where's our pizza?
Where's that pizza at?
Hold
on.
Okay, sure.
I'm so sorry
No,
to
you're
interrupt
good.
you.
You're good.
We have some comments.
Sure.
So first, is it just me or what? There's not just a parking lot. There is a small parking garage.
I'm going to grab a water, okay?
Okay, can you get me another?
Mm-hmm.
There is a small parking garage, so there should be ample parking. For those of you who don't have a car, Uber is fantastic. We Ubered all over last year. It was awesome. Highly recommend Uber. Like I said, it is not far from Javits Center. So if you Google Javits Center and you Google Hoboken, New Jersey, it's about 15 minutes away. There might be a little Lincoln Tunnel traffic. Who knows? Hopefully Saturday night there won't be much. Last year there wasn't for us. Because we actually stayed in New Jersey last year and had to travel through to New York City because our event was in New York City last year. And we thought that we were going to have a hard time getting into the city just because it was a Saturday night, and we didn't.
Right.
It was awesome.
Yeah. There was somebody here, Matthew Fiedler, so nervous about showing up early enough at NYCC and everything being sold out. Yeah, so I would assume you're talking in general about New York Comic Con. So that is a huge fear. I remember going to New York Comic Con in 2019, and my goal was to buy the Liberty Chomp from Abominable Toys. It was the Statue of Liberty. I really wanted it, and I remember I literally ran to that booth, and I got in line. I don't know how I was able to do it, but I did. And
you and Eric ran.
Yeah, my buddy Eric and I.
You cut in line.
Well, no. Yes, but we were in line, like in the zigzag line, with like all the whatchamacallits, like the barriers and stuff. But Eric ended up knocking something over, and then it was like a handrail to this thing that's like built. The handrail fell off. Then he picked up and put it back in, and we watched people running like underneath the handrail and like running up the line. And after he knocked it off, I was like, dude, we're gonna get caught now that you dropped the damn thing. So he's like putting it back on. I go, dude, get under it. Let's go. So we did, and we followed behind these other people. We got in there early. We're being bad boys. But we got in there just in time. Had I not done that, I wouldn't have gotten the chomps. It would have never happened. But I know your fear. I understand your fear because I've been there. I know exactly how it feels.
John D. So if we had a membership from last year and we don't get in this year, we can't get the Coven drop. So you didn't have a membership from last year. You had a membership in May. So your membership here's the plan with the Coven, and we're going to try to put like a Coven of Mischief Not Coven of Mischief only tab, but like a Coven of Mischief details tab on the website at some point in time to better explain all of this. But essentially, we plan on having memberships open twice a year. So we're going to have one ideally every January and every June, just to make things easy for us to remember, every 6 months. So your membership, we planned on having them open up a bit sooner, but Chris decided he wanted to add the coin into the mix to make things interesting. So we had to wait until May when we received the item. So your membership to the Coven will be available until June, when we open the Coven up for people again. Now, when we open up the Coven later this year, what we're going to do is we're going to allow X amount of people in, and they will join you. So each Coven membership sort of overlaps for 6 months. We should realistically have similar to the same amount of people every 6 months, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But you will have your Coven membership for an entire year.
So in other words, you have the opportunity to buy this figure that'll pop up.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Right now, there is a very limited amount of people within the Coven. That number will obviously grow a bit when we open the doors again. But like I mentioned, like now that once we have the larger amount of people in the Coven, it's not a crazy amount, but it's, a decent amount of people within the Coven. As long as we're not growing at an extraordinary pace, we should continue to have a similar amount at any given point in time. It's not like, we're going to let unlimited people join the Coven. It is an annual membership, so January to January, June to June is when you're going to have it. If you are already in the Coven, as in you signed up in May, do not sign up again when we put it up later this year. I'm going to try to find a way where people who are currently in the Coven can't, just because I don't want people spending double the money for no reason, because you'll have your chance to re-up next June. So the only reason, it's May to June this year is because we wanted the Coven to go up as soon as we got those coins. We didn't want you guys to have to wait until June, because we had been talking about it for like months and months. So we put it up in May. It's valid until June. So technically it's like 13 months that you're going to have your membership. It's going to go up later this year. It'll be valid until January 2025. I hope that explains everything. I know it's very complicated, but, hopefully it's easy to understand. I'm sorry.
All right. That's good.
Ben O. Hello, Chris and Heather. I have a super surprise. Just came back from HorrorCon.
Nice.
That is awesome. Ben O., are you going to NYCC? You said you'll ship out after NYCC. Are you going? Because that would be awesome.
What time does NYCC start?
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
until 7 p.m., I think. Don't quote me on that. I think it's 7 p.m. all days except Sunday. I think Sunday it might close at 4 or 5. You can check the website.
Right.
One thing I do want to mention, Chris and I do not plan on being there until close every single night. Those are very long days. We want to be present at all points in time except for bathroom and food breaks, to sell you your figures, to sign them for you while we are there. However, there is not really much of a point of us being there if we sell out of all of our figures for the day, and then, we're there to sell a couple pins and t-shirts.
Right.
So please plan to get there early, because, we don't want to run ourselves ragged every single day.
So I'm stupid. Once you're in the Coven, can you re-sign re-sign up automatically, or are you in the lottery to get it?
You have to sign up publicly with all of the other people once you are in the Coven. Because if we allowed that to happen, basically, I would imagine most people who are currently in the Coven would just re-up, and it wouldn't allow for other fans to be able to get in. It is a limited membership. It is an exclusive membership. If you don't get in the first sign-up of the year, hopefully you get in the second sign-up of the year. If not, please try next year. But again, you know, this is special perks for a limited amount of people.
Right.
If we had it open to everybody, it would just be like, you know, MischiefToys.com. This is sort of just like a smaller sect of things off of MischiefToys.com. I hope that makes sense. And what the Coven of Mischief gets you is Coven of Mischief exclusive merchandise,
which we'll be building upon in 2024.
Yes. We do have our basic Coven of Mischief shirts. It's Coven of Mischief logo. It says Coven of Mischief underneath. On the top back, it has a small Mischief Toys logo. Our rectangular logo, I'm sure you've seen it before. Very cool. We have Coven of Mischief snapback hats and trucker hats. We have Coven of Mischief lanyards. We have Coven of Mischief pins. We do plan on a minimum of one Coven of Mischief figure per annual membership. Some may get two. Some may get one. It just all depends on what we have to offer, and the price of the Coven membership is not going to change based off of the amount of figures that we have planned for the Coven that year. I hope that doesn't gain us any complaints from anybody who, like, you know, when they were in the Coven, oh my gosh, I only got access to one figure. Why do they get access to two or whatever? That's just how things may possibly work. We're not sure yet. Just because things overlap, it gets a little bit weird, you know, because we have the 2 sign-up periods.
Rob Pay, I'm from Cardiff, Wales. Just found your vid from 2 hours ago. Hello. Do you ship to UK? Yes, we do.
We do. And the shipping is calculated, so it just depends on your location and the weight of whatever you're purchasing. But yes, we do ship all over the world.
Did you guys ever figure out a name for a group of Ghastlies? No. No, we did not. You know, one thing I did want to show off, Travis Spalding says, Coven of Mischief grants you the choice of getting it tattooed on your body forever. Yes, of course. How much is the Coven? Go ahead.
The Coven depends on the item that we give out. This year, the membership was $35. That included a coin that comes in a nice little like jewelry box that has the Coven of Mischief logo on it. It came with a stand for the coin as well, and a bag, a small bag that you can carry your coin in if you'd like, just so it makes it harder to lose. And it was $35 for the membership. Oh, and aside from the merch, it also grants you early access to a certain number of a certain amount of figure, or a certain number of some figures. So Toxic Ghastly, for example, we had X amount go up for Coven members only the day before.
Right, early access, yeah.
Which is another perk. It's a lot of fun. And additionally, if you are carrying whatever item we give away that year, you can't use last year's, okay?
Right.
Well, I mean, there is no last year's right now, but next year we're going to have a new item that you're going to present. You can't use this year's coin to present.
The coins are to collect throughout the years that you're a member.
Yes.
So it's you can show them off if you were able to get this coin for this year. That basically is showing, hey, I'm one of the very early adopters to the Coven of Mischief.
Yes, and you will get something special for showing that year's item to Chris or I if you see us out and about. So New York Comic Con, again, if you're in the Coven of Mischief, please bring your coins. We'll have something very awesome for you. If you forget your coin, sorry.
Yeah, so I have some big plans for Coven of Mischief. We've done some really cool things up to this point, but I got some other stuff, some more puzzles, all sorts of cool things. So one thing I never got to show you guys because it was hidden underneath sweatshirts and stuff for a while, and then there were videos where you could kind of see it. But these are my tattoos that I had done. This has now been, how long ago was it?
3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, can you kind of come in closer to me? It's hard for me to show these. Just hide your face for a minute.
Behind your butt.
There they are. All right, so
Ew, did you wipe?
Yes, I did. So that's Blacklight Demonstro and Blacklight Ghastly. So I had Ghastly, just the outline of his head. And I didn't want to color him in red because I've had problems with the color red. Turns out, my artist tells me that whatever red was being used to tattoo me years ago, I probably just had a problem with that specific red, and there are other reds that most likely will work in my skin, so that's good news. But I loved these figures so much. These Blacklight figures are some of my favorite things we've ever done. Even though they're not like skeletons or anything, they're sort of just different color variants. I just love them so much. I think they're so cool looking, and I thought that their colors should reside on my arm forever and ever and ever. So super stoked about these two tattoos. They came out amazing. Our tattoo artist is such a great guy. On top of it, I got Make Mischief on my hand, sort of on my hand. But I had this tattoo got this tattoo, and it got really inflamed, and I never had a response like to a tattoo like that before. My skin,
infected, inflamed.
Inflamed. It was like my skin was like angry at me. It was really weird. I've never had this problem ever in my life, and I've been tattooed obviously a lot, and I had to go to the doctor. They had to get me some ointment to use. I went through all these different creams and ointments. Now I finally figured it all out, so we're good. We got our Making Mischief. You got Making Mischief also.
Make Mischief.
Make Mischief.
Yes,
yeah.
I did. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. Well, geez. This is a mess.
This is crazy.
Yeah, there you go. You can see it. There you go.
So we each got Make Mischief tattoos. So Chris took all of my time up. We were initially only going to get Make Mischief, and then Chris was like, hey, so we don't waste your time getting just 2 quick tattoos, can you make a Demonstro on me, and can you fill in Ghastly? And our tattoo artist was like, sure. And I was like, hold on, I'm not just getting Make Mischief, I'm like doing some more here. And Chris like decided to take up all my time, so I'm a bit unfinished, but I plan on going back soon. I had an appointment set, but I had to take antibiotics a couple weeks ago, and I didn't want to be on them while getting tattooed because I've read like varying things, and I didn't want to take the risk of my body being like, nope, fuck you, like, and shoot the tattoo out of me. So I decided not to get tattooed, and I'll do that in the future.
So we actually have Coven of Mischief tattoos. I have mine right here.
Mine's on my foot. I'm not showing that. Y'all are gross.
Yeah, my Coven of Mischief tattoo, which I hid for a long time because we didn't unveil the Coven of Mischief logo.
Yeah, we didn't show anybody for the longest time.
Right.
Yeah, mine's on my foot. Sean asked a question. Now, this was asked before in the live.
Real quick, while we're talking, somebody new came in. What new, or what did you miss? I just want to show people who might have just showed up. These are.
Wait.
I want to. I was going to show
question,
the. Oh yeah, go ahead.
please?
I was going to just have the prints up on the screen while we talk.
But then you're going to have to explain it all.
Okay, go ahead. You're right.
I am right.
Go ahead.
Sean asked a very good question, so I apologize. This might be a bit redundant because I did just answer it, but I'm assuming Sean just came in. Will you drop the next Coven figure before you open Coven signups again? The answer to that is yes. It is for good reason. Currently, there are this many people in the Coven, and we have this many figures that will be Coven only. So we did plan on opening the Coven of Mischief a second time prior to dropping the Coven of Mischief figures, only because we don't want to have leftovers. Sorry if that bums anybody out, but we did mention like there will never be a time in the Coven, as of right now at least, where every single person is able to purchase an item. So we want to stick to that because we feel like it'll be unfair if, next year you really have to fight, but then this year you were able to just freely go in and purchase the Coven item no matter who you are. So we want we want it to be a bit more limited than the actual Coven of Mischief is, but please keep in mind these items are going to be very limited. So.
All right, can I show the picture?
Can I answer a couple more questions?
Of course you can. Go ahead.
Okay. Any perks for owning the Initiation Ghastly other than clout? Possibly in the future. As of right now, nothing. But in case you missed it, on Instagram, we did have a proto giveaway for the Tiki Ghastly. So if you owned Tiki Ghastly, you could take a picture of your Tiki Ghastly and win either a Tiki Ghastly proto or something we did not announce because we didn't decide until literally the contest ended because we couldn't make up our mind and loved all of the photos. We're giving things to a couple of runners-up. So we may have contests like that in the future. So if you own a specific item, you may be able to win something, whether it be a proto, an artist proof, something signed, whatever that may be. We want to make things special to you guys. We love the interactions with our fans. We love our customers. We're so appreciative, and we want to do fun stuff for all of you guys.
Yeah.
Give me a couple moments. Yes, if you see us eating at Cracker Barrel and present a Coven coin, you would still get something special. If we do not have something on us at the time, I do take note, and I will send you something. So, you know, if for whatever reason we bump into you somewhere, somehow, we will make sure that the item gets to you if we don't have them on hand. Like, for example, New York Comic Con, obviously we're going to have them on us just because we plan on seeing you guys. But if we're in, like, Walmart and we run into somebody and I don't have the Coven item on me, I'll get it to you.
Hey, howdy do, Chris. Give us a tutorial on how to grow a beard. So my beard is so, like, it has like patchiness to it on the sides. You can't see it that often, but in person, I think you can see it more. It annoys the crap out of me. I couldn't grow like a lot of facial hair, or defined facial hair for many years, but now I can, thank God, because I love me with a beard on. That's my favorite look.
Martin said the first thing he's doing at the con is running to our booth.
Oh,
we
unbelievable.
Can't wait to see you.
Can't wait. Hell yeah.
We are booth 4542. When you walk into the con, you are going to go right. We are right. All the way to the right with all of the vendors. It is going to be awesome. If you were at New York Comic Con last year, we're on the same side that $7 a pop was, just a little bit further back, sort of towards the bathrooms-ish. Like, I would say, like, right in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, wall to wall, we're, like, sort of in the middle.
Yeah.
We're
kind of far
to the
away
right.
from all of the other things, which is sort of frustrating, but it is our first time ever having a booth there. I hope...
And we were very late with the sign-ups. Apparently, they didn't get our application, even though I turned it in like 3 freaking times.
That's unbelievable.
I know.
So, whatever the case may be, we ended up on like a whole other side of the con, but that's okay. It gives you a reason to sort of come and find us. Hopefully next year we'll be closer to all the other big boys out there,
Yes.
like the other toy companies.
Matador Poker, thanks, Chris, for trying to tell me what I missed. I'm so sorry. I promise it wasn't a slight against you. I'm just backed up behind all of this. I'm so sorry.
All right, so can I do it now?
Hold on.
Oh my God, sorry, dude. I'm trying.
Glenn Tavener, who won the Tiki contest, Star Rosas won the Tiki contest. And then a few other people won it as well. They did not get Tiki Protos, but they are getting something very cool. Tomorrow, thank you, Nick. Tomorrow is the last day to order your Demonstro merch. We are doing pre-orders. They will be shipped early November, possibly late October. It just depends. They are up for pre-order until tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you get yours. This could be something that is available in the future. I'm not sure. We do not like to say that our merch will be available in the future. We don't want to do extra runs of these, so get our merch while you can. However, since Demonstro is a common character, we might do this again. So, I don't want to hold that promise to anybody. Where on the website will the tickets be at? The tickets to our NYCC event, the Night of Mischief, will be on the homepage only. So as soon as you go to mischieftoys.com, it's literally going to be right there staring you in the face. No plus ones. Okay? You can bring somebody with you, but they need a ticket. We're allowing 2 tickets per transaction, but if you're traveling with like another person or 2, just do a separate transaction. I just wanted to cut back on people getting like 10 at a time and clearing us out. If you are going with people, just make sure that they have a ticket. Procrastination is the best advice I can give to growing a beard. You're not gonna laugh? Okay.
That's good. I smiled. That's good. That was good.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the time I can show this thing off.
Yeah, Nick, our booth is gonna... Well, I think I just explained it.
What, about our booth?
Yes. Okay. Show what we're doing.
Okay, so this year, we talked about this a little earlier in the live. So we're doing something that we've never done before. We reached out to an artist who happens to be amazing. Artwork is amazing. It's a little something different, a different flavor to what we've done in the past. We think you guys are really going to love it. These are going to be prints that will be available at the convention. One of them will be available only Saturday. The other one will have in limited capacity each day. So here they are. So the narrator one will be the only one available on Saturday. Narrator, of course, is the one holding the wine glass. The King Kong Ghastly, which is a blacklight variant of King Kong Ghastly, which we gave a King Kong Ghastly pin away last year during our event. This is the Blacklight King Kong. This poster will be available Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Again, it'll be a limited amount each day. Additionally, we'll have a very special print available only to those who be at our event on October the 14th at between 7 and 10 p.m. Eastern. So these will be available. These are amazing. If you want to go and go and follow the artist who came up with these. He's a lovely human being. You want to follow him at Michael Duron, at Michael Duron, D-U-R-O-N. You can go ahead and follow him now. Check out all of his other work. He's a great guy, great artist. Highly recommend checking him out.
I am going to link his Instagram in the chat.
So I'm stoked over these. This is something that is different than what we've offered in the past. I don't think we've ever even talked about doing prints previously. This sort of just happened completely. I don't know. It was just weird. Somebody mentioned it to us, and then we started talking to this artist, and then bang, it came to life over the last couple of days. So I'm super stoked that we're doing this. This is so cool.
Jason said, not gonna lie, I destroyed a perfectly good set of underwear and pants when I saw your con exclusives announcement.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is disgusting, but honestly, the biggest compliment. Thank you. Thank you for shitting your pants.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna assume it's poop, but it could be boner things. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you, Zombie Monkey. Yeah, they're really great. I'm excited. I'm excited to have them in hand. I'm excited to hang them in my own home. I think these are amazing. And I'll tell you, just by looking at these and how excited I am about these, this will definitely not be the last time we do work with this artist. I can foresee a lot of really cool things coming out of this. I have some ideas. I'm going to shoot some ideas to him. He will be at the convention, by the way. He has his own booth at the convention where you can take these posters and have him sign them. He mentioned that he would break away from his booth and come to ours for a little while to sign there. But his booth is located where, Heather? Do you remember? Heather's going to find it because we want you to go see his booth as well. Maybe take a look at some of his artwork, pick up some while you're there.
He will be at Artist Alley, booth B44.
Do we have any guesses or bets for what time we'll sell out each day? I don't know. Last year, if you watch the documentary, you'll see that there were certain days that did really well and certain days that were not a whole lot of people around. But I think it was associated with the fact that where we were located. We were located attached to a booth on the side, and a lot of people couldn't find us because our name really wasn't around. You had to be at a certain you had to sort of be at a certain angle to even see that we were there. So this time we have our own booth, our own number, our own everything. So I don't think people will have an issue finding us this year.
Yes.
So, but no, I have no idea as to when we're going to sell out. I just hope that we sell out so we do not have to bring anything home.
Yes. Okay, one thing I would like to note, cash is king. A lot of people take big bills to cons, but I would like to request something, and I don't know if this is normal or not, so I apologize if it ain't, but we want to treat our artists right, and we definitely are. But if you want to treat the artists very well, since they are signing for zero charge to you, we are going to have tip jars out for them. We want them to know how much they are appreciated. Even $1 or $2 would be so incredible to them. They are just amazing people. Our artist Noelle, our narrator Peter, they do such amazing work. We do take very good care of them. But, you know, if you do want to give an extra thanks, you know, take a couple bucks, put it in their tip jar. We will have, Noelle has Venmo. We will have her QR code up. We're working on getting our voice actors QR code for PayPal as well. And, you know, that's just a way to say thank you from you guys who will be there. And
yeah, please show them love. If you're coming to the convention, you're going to have them sign stuff. You know, you can get photos with them if that's what you want to do. Obviously, you can get photos with us. You can hang out with us. You can talk to us at the booth and all that kind of jazz. We want to make it more, you know, it's just a friendly place to be if you're at the convention. We want to show both the artist and our voice actor, Peter, that they are loved and appreciated by the fans. They have not been in the limelight, so to speak, when it comes to Mischief Toys, because Heather and I, of course, are the faces of Gastlecast. So we want to show them what it's like. We want to show them that there is love and support for them, for their artistry. So please, just when you see them, you know, show them a little love. We really appreciate it.
And same goes for the artists of these amazing prints. We would request that, you know, if cons are expensive, but as a thank you, if you're able to swing it, tips are always appreciated to artists.
Yeah, and of
they
course,
work very, very hard.
Those tips are to them and not to us. Just to be clear,
Yes.
the artist will get all the cash. We don't want any of it. It's for them. Wait, was there more you were going to show off tonight, or is the prints? I couldn't remember from the beginning of the live. That's it for tonight. Those are the only announcements that we have.
Yes.
The 2 prints.
I do want to mention we will have shirts exclusive to the convention, and we will have a separate shirt exclusive to online. The exclusive to online shirt will be a pre-order like we normally do. We will have the shirts available at the convention that are exclusive to the convention. So online and at convention are going to be completely separate. You will pre-order the online design.
Sean McLaughlin, of course. I'm so happy that we were able to keep one figure at home. That was an idea that we thought of because last year a lot of people were bummed out that they couldn't get the Mischief Toys item. So we figured, why not have a Mischief Toys item that people can get while they're sitting at home? Of course, they will have New York Comic Con stickers attached to them, showing you the limited number and everything. We do have something very special for this shipment. Can't really talk about it right now, but you guys will be able to see it. I think it's an added bonus to our shipments moving forward. I think you're really going to like it.
Yes, you guys are going to be so excited. We were hoping to have it in hand for Demonstro drop, but unfortunately that couldn't happen. It was just like literally a couple days too late. But your socks are going to fly off. Glenn, yes, if you do come to our booth, you can see my feet. They will be in shoes.
Juan, I hope you pay the artist more than $20. Don't pull Funko. No, we pay all the folks that we work with. We pay them right.
What they ask plus some.
Right, exactly. It's always more than what they ask for, because we want them to stick with us. We want them to be a part of the Mischief Toys family, and we want to move forward and have a great working relationship with them. Every person that we have worked with in terms of Mischief Toys from the beginning up to where we are right now have all been really great, and they are people that we will definitely continue to work with just as long as they'll continue to work with us.
And
sure.
Hopefully be friends with. I really enjoy everybody that we have on our little team. I mean, Chris and I are here. We do a lot of work as far as marketing and packaging and creating ideas in our heads, but there are other people who help us bring these ideas to life, and they are just as much Mischief Toys as we are, even though, you know, they're not packing boxes. They're doing other very special things for us. No matter how big or how, I don't want to say small because none of it's small, you know?
Right.
We are just so appreciative to everybody that is on this journey with us, and it's so cool. You know, I didn't even tell you this. I had someone ask us the other night, they said, I have a slot to the Funko booth. What do you want? And, you know, we sent them the couple things we wanted. No obligation, you know, but it was really sweet of them to ask. And then they asked us, well, I see your artist and the narrator are going to be there. What do they want? Funny story. Our artist and our narrator don't do anything with toys.
No.
At all. Like,
No.
they're not Funko collectors. Our artist, like, she's never designed toys before. She is a designer. Like, that is her full-time job.
She's an incredible designer.
She is.
And I think she's an up-and-coming designer when it comes to toys like this.
I think so. I mean, she really... She could do big things.
She's incredible.
I mean, she is doing big things for us, but...
Well, we're going to continue doing big things with her, and...
Yeah.
She might at some point be able to collab with other people. I mean, I want everybody who works with us.
No,
to have other
she's with us for us full time forever.
I want these folks to have other opportunities as well. I think it's always good for growth. It's good for them to just do other things and to see the other things. But 100%, we do not ever want to lose the people we work with. Specifically, Noelle, our artist, who will be there at New York Comic Con. I do not want to lose her. She's our #1 artist. I want her to be there when our empire is, as it grows, as we get larger, and she will not have to worry about another job. Maybe she's just Mischief Toys, right? Moving forward.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
We've also created relationships with 3D designers. So we've actually had new molds designed. Demonstro was designed by a new artist we brought on.
A former Funko artist.
Yeah, and then we have an upcoming new mold that you won't see for quite some time. But a new mold coming sometime, designed by another artist.
Former Funko artist.
Yep. Which is really bizarre.
Our plush was made by
another Funko artist. I mean, this stuff is just, it's mind-blowing.
It is.
The people that we have surrounding us, the weird stories that we can tell about how everything happened, like how we found these people or how they found us technically.
So
it's so cool.
TH has a good question. Will you have black light pens?
Answer that. Yes. So do not worry about pens unless you have a very specific color you want things signed. At New York Comic Con, we have so many pens, it's unbelievable. We have the whole rainbow, we have gold, we have silver, we have white. Yes, we do have black light pens. So, they were I have not tested them because I don't want them to get, I don't want to risk them getting yucky before New York Comic Con, because I've noticed this with Sharpie Red. And some pens in general will dry out. Sharpie Red in particular, when you first prime it, it shows up really bright. After it sits for some time, and I don't know how much time has elapsed between, when I first tested it and to the point of what I'm about to tell you happening, but Sharpie Red, I've noticed, even if you shake it and prime it again, reprime it, after a certain length of time, it almost looks like blood red. And so for example, I don't have one next to me, but our ghost box, that's like a black color. It shows up super duper bright on black. But then after some time, it turns into this like blood red. It's almost like sort of translucent and dark. It does not show up well. So yeah, that's the reason I didn't want to try these black light pens out ahead of time, just in case they got weird. But yes, we will have black light pens at New York Comic Con. I'm super stoked about them. Our friend Michael from the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group, he has gotten a bunch of pops signed with these pens. I had to ask him what he uses, so he recommended them to me. They glow super bright in black light. They're amazing. Now, you might recall with our Error, Glow, Ghastly, we did write Error, Trash, and Fail across those boxes. They were written with a really thick, like very thick pen. The tip is like this big by like this big. It's like a big rectangle. We're not taking those assigned. They are gorgeous colors, but we can't sign with those. But these pens, oh my god, they're amazing. They're going to look so cool on the boxes. Heather has to be charging anyone who even looks at her feet at the con.
Let's see.
Is there a third character or just Ghastly and Demonstro? So right now we have Ghastly and Demonstro, but you've seen different iterations of Ghastly. First iteration of Ghastly was, new mold of Ghastly was Gargoyle Ghastly, which made its debut last year at New York Comic Con. And this year, you guys saw a brand new iteration, which is Tiki Ghastly. So right now, we have Ghastly, we have Demonstro, and over time, we do plan on debuting different characters. You know, one day, Ghastly may not be a thing. I hope that day never comes. But, you know, if Ghastly loses popularity or something, we're going to have other characters that are going to evolve and grow. And you're going to see different variants of these other characters. I mean, you've seen a zombie Ghastly. We might do a zombie Demonstro someday. Skeleton Ghastly, you might see a skeleton Demonstro. You might see a skeleton Tiki. That would be cool.
There's a third character in the works right now,
Yeah.
though, and it's something that we might have more information on at the event for New York,
Maybe.
October the 14th.
Maybe.
Between 7 and 10 p.m. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, which is October the 2nd. We might be able to show you this new character. Last year we showed Demonstro, or we actually called it Demontra, and the character was entirely different. So the same goes for this event. We might have kind of an idea of what this new figure is going to be, or this new character is going to be,
but
it could change, subject to change. However, last time I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted Demonstro to be, but I know exactly what I want this character to be. I've had this in my head for a very long time. We're also going to tell everybody who's at the event the character's name. So I've already come up with the character's name. Actually, Heather came up with the character's name. So
technically, though, it is a word. It's just a word that I thought of, not Chris. So,
it's okay, but it's very good. I think you guys are going to like it. It's going to be a really cool character.
Yeah, it's going to be super duper cool. You guys are going to dig it. Hopefully we have like a rough photo to show you all.
Everybody's asking about my bangs.
Yeah, where are they?
I don't have bangs anymore. They all went away. But Heather made me some really cool bangs yesterday. I had anime bangs.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Carrie, what brand of pen? I believe they're called Sakura. What is going on sale tomorrow? Donald Lomax. It's the tickets for our New York Comic Con event, Night of Mischief. If you were paying attention to your email, Donald fucking Lomax, you would know that.
How many tattoos do we have? Howdy doodle do. You know what? That's a good question. I don't know.
Howdy doodle do to you too. That's hard to say. I mean,
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, some of the tattoos I have on my arm are like different, but they're all together. If that makes sense. Like,
you got a sleeve.
Yeah, so I got a lot of different like the first one on my arm, I got a lotus flower. That was my very first arm tattoo. I have an elephant on the back here. That was my second arm tattoo. Then I got a fox and or an owl. I don't know which one came first. And then basically just got some... Oh, and I got an Alexis on Fire tattoo right here. This is one of my favorite tattoos of all time. I sort of regret getting it here because you can't see it all the time. Unless I'm like actively showing my armpit. I love that one. And then a lot of it's... Oh, and a ghost tattoo. But a lot of it's sort of like filler stuff. Ghastly's right there. I have tattoos all over my feet. I have a tattoo on my back.
Her feet are so big, she has a lot of tattoos.
I have a lot. I'm going to go to the bathroom. You can keep talking about my big feet.
If we can bring our glow ghastly, can you rewrite the word on the front? Mine is all scratched up. Yeah, of course.
I don't know. What color, John? I don't know if we can.
We could do it maybe in a different... I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Heather's right. I thought the markers were in better shape, but they're not. What color, Heather asks. Let us know. I was Frankensteining hard with those bangs. Thank you. I was. Have you guys thought about a figure that changes color in different temperatures? Interesting. No, I've never thought about that. It was like a mood figure or something. No, I haven't thought about that. That's cool, though. Or maybe... I like those old figures where you put it in, like, water and it changed colors, or maybe in, like cold temperature. I haven't thought about doing that. I don't know if the manufacturer can, but that's definitely something cool I would think about for the future. Were you both into Ghost? So I was super into Ghost. I went to see them live in 2013. A buddy dragged me to their show. I didn't know who they were. I went there. I watched the show. I thought they were really great. I started listening to them. Heather and I got together maybe a year later. The first Halloween, I think we were together, or second. She made me a Papa Emeritus costume and painted my face. I have pictures somewhere. And it was really, really fun. And she started listening to them also. And then from that point forward, we would go to the shows. We haven't been to a Ghost concert in a long time now. Would your artist be open to remarks on the boxes? Wasn't sure if anyone would ask for it, but was curious. Plus, to your point, tips would be good if so. Open to remarks? Yeah, yeah, sure. If you guys have notes or something. We sort of create the boxes together, and we kind of devise them. So yeah, I would totally be interested. If anybody has, ideas or things that they would like to see different, or things they'd like to see in the future, please hit us up and let us know. I always say to reach out and let us know. Like, I think the better place is Instagram at Mischief Toys, or help at mischieftoys.com. Reach out to us on there, or gastlecast@gmail.com.
For what?
If they have anything they want to say they want to see in the future from Mischief Toys.
Yeah, but just know, there's a lot of things that people have suggested to us that is already in the works or been talked about, or stuff that we can't really do or don't really want to do. So don't get super excited if you see something that you think may be your idea, because chances are we probably talked about it. We have like a lot of shit coming up, even things that like we've never seen before, things that I think are pretty new as far as toy stuff goes. Nobody has like incredibly original ideas these days because a ton of shit's already been done, know. But we have some really cool ideas. So
Big Play Ray will have the same bag as we did last year. We did not update them, mainly because we had so many left over. We bought enough for like a couple shows, few shows. So we'll have the same bags available. Love those bags. They're really great. Come by the booth, buy your figures, and you'll get one. What prompted all of that was when I went in 2019 and bought a Chomp, I had to carry those Chomps around in my hands all day. I had no bag. Nothing against Plastic Empire or Abominable Toys. They're just selling crap and doing their thing. But when we
Well,
decided...
that's how most booths are.
They are. But when we decided to go to New York, I was like, we're buying bags. Even though if it puts us in a hole, I want to make sure that people have bags to carry their stuff around in. So that was important to me because it was the lessons learned for me in general. How did Demonstro get the scar on his back? Tramp stamp laser removal. Yeah, the black scar is just showing that, Demonstro has seen some stuff. He's been through some things. He might have gone up against some things and got his, had to really battle things out.
Yeah.
Maybe he had to overthrow some kings of the Netherworld at some point in order to become the king himself. There's a lot going on there. And that, I think, with different figures as we release them in the future, it's really great that you're asking questions and wanting to know, building lore. I think this comic book we're working on will really build a lot of lore. I think you guys will like it.
Yeah, it would be really cool.
Don Turner, we are making a Maryland-themed Ghastly.
Yes, we will.
Entitled Maryland Ghastly, so it's a Maryland flag Ghastly. Coming very, very soon. So keep your eyes peeled.
Amazing.
It's very
You're
good.
gonna love it. I've said this a million times, but I'm gonna say it again. If you have never been to Maryland, you don't even know how Marylanders are with our flag. You drive down the highway, you're going to see a million cars with some sort of Maryland-themed bumper sticker, whether it be Orioles or Ravens, the Maryland flag, whatever. You're going to see people with, like, Maryland shirts or hats or Maryland flag socks, scarves. I mean, Maryland loves the flag.
Yeah.
There's things that Maryland is known for, but... I mean, we are hardcore with this damn flag. The flag, Old Bay, O's, Natty Bows, and the Ravens.
Yep. Yeah, Maryland loves their things. Will you have everything out on Thursday the same as Saturday and Sunday? The answer to that is yes.
No.
What do you mean?
We have one print that is Saturday only.
Right. Sure.
But so outside of that, all of our two exclusives.
This print right here will be available only on Saturday.
Yes.
And this one will be available on all days.
Yes.
As long as they're still available. I mean, we're going to sell limited amounts on each day.
Yeah, 25 per day.
25 per day. So, you need to be first in order to
unless, now this could change. Chris and I are going to talk later tonight because we haven't 100% nailed down. I mean, we did, but now I'm sort of thinking, like, do we really want to do only 25 per day? So we might discuss that later on.
Okay.
Will bags ever be available on Mischief Toys website? Maybe sometime. So the thing is, like, we do a lot of merch and stuff. A lot of toy companies aren't as big into the merch as we are, but we have, like, some hardcore collectors, which we absolutely love. We're doing a lot of shirts and hats. We do lanyards and pins, of course. We don't want to get too deep into trinkety stuff. Like, I don't want to become a Buc-ee's. Like, I don't want to sell Ghastly-themed fudge or Ghastly-themed straws. You know what I mean? Unless something makes sense, like lots of sense. But we do want some stuff that can sit on the website. Like keychains, for example. It's an idea I've wanted to bring to life at some point in time.
Well, I don't know we even talked about that.
We're not going to.
No?
No.
Okay. There's something another very special thing about New York Comic Con.
Well, I think you just gave it up.
Well, sort of. It's hard. It's more than what you think. But there's something that our friends basically handmade for us to give away while we're at the convention. So make sure you come to our booth because we have some really cool stuff. Really cool stuff.
Yeah, we are gonna have really cool stuff.
Who all is going to the meetup? Is that, I think Star is asking who all is going. Yeah, so who's going to the meetup? Anybody here want to go to the meetup? I guess tomorrow we'll find out who's actually going. Tickets will go on sale at 5 p.m. Eastern, October 2nd, tomorrow. And that will run until they are sold out. So once we're sold out, that is it. There are 75 spots. If you get one of the 75 spots, consider yourself lucky. I think they're going to go fast. You can buy two. So it's two tickets per sale. So if you buy, you can buy either one just for yourself, or you can buy two so you have one for you and your friend.
Yes. Star cash is preferred. It is not necessary. We will have Venmo. We will have PayPal. We will have card readers as well, but cash is king. It's easy to do transactions that way, especially if Wi-Fi is spotty. Like, that's my biggest concern is spotty Wi-Fi. We are not going to take card payments if for whatever reason we cannot get a signal, because I don't know if you guys ever personally deal with Square, but basically, like, if you don't get to Wi-Fi by the end of the evening with Square, then all of the money that you earned is gone. So we're not going to do like an offline mode if we're not getting service. We're not taking cards. However, we have hotspots. We didn't have an issue with this last year, so I'm hoping that everything stays the same this year. We do have an alternate way of paying if Square goes down. So I think it's a good alternative, and I think we can do it.
If you're coming to NYC, you're going to need a Ghastly, Taser, or Mace.
Gretch Zeppelin, a Ghastly toothpaste dispenser. Y'all are getting too wild.
What's
you
it?
You guys are a Ghastly toothpaste dispenser.
I'm paying in crypto at the booth. Ghastly coin. That's awesome.
Read what Star just said.
I just booked my flight. What? Get the hell out of here, Star. That's insane. I cannot believe you're coming out. That's amazing. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
That's amazing, Star. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to meet all of you. It's going to be awesome. And I know my boy Donald Lomax is going to be there. That's exciting. I always love seeing that guy.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Such a good guy.
Everybody.
Yeah, it's cool because we connect with a lot of you guys through lives, Patreon, Facebook, Messenger, text or whatever. And it's really cool to meet up and just chat and do it in real life. It's something else. It's really cool.
Yeah. If you go to the meetup, do you need cash? No. I'm sure that they accept all payment methods. I can't imagine a bar not taking payment methods. Again, in case you missed it, in case you missed the newsletter, our event we're selling tickets, $10 per ticket. You do not get a +1 with one ticket. So if you're bringing somebody, please purchase a second ticket. You're allowed to purchase 2 tickets per transaction. We limited it to that because we don't want one person buying 10 tickets or whatever. These are non-refundable. So if you're not going, I'm sorry. Make sure you're available between 7 and 10 p.m. on Saturday the 14th if you purchase the tickets. It will be in Hoboken, New Jersey. If you don't know where that is, here's the Javits Center. Here's the Lincoln Tunnel. If you go down a little bit as soon as you get into New Jersey, here's Hoboken. It's like 15 minutes from where the con will be held. So hopefully you all can make it. Anyone who's going to New York Comic Con can make it. We're
amazing. So
excited to hang out with you guys. Included in that, you guys will get some finger foods. Additionally, you will get a swag bag. You will get to hang out with Chris and I, and of course our lovely artist Noelle and our amazing narrator Peter. Fantastic people. I'm so excited to have the con experience, to meet people, and not just that, but like the more intimate experience at our event. It's going to be super cool. We are not releasing the location of the event until the day of the event. It will get emailed out to the people who do sign up. So make sure that you, as you're checking out, make sure you enter the correct email address. Make sure it's spelled correctly, please. If you don't get it by like noon that day, please contact us. We will give you the details personally. But we are going to handle it that way. We will send them through an email. I'm so excited.
Look, it's exciting. Big things are coming, guys. Mischief Toys Gastlecast will be at New York Comic Con. We'll be out at booth 4542. It's going to be awesome. Peter, the narrator, will be there on Saturday during the con, which is October the 14th. And Noelle, who's our artist, she'll be there on Friday and Saturday to to sign all of your boxes. And then Saturday night, October the 14th, between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m., we will have a meetup. And the meetup's going to be awesome. It'll be $10 per person. You can buy your tickets tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, which is October the 2nd. You're not going to want to miss it. We do have grab bags that you'll get as soon as you walk through the door. You will have opportunities to get protos, APs, AP pins. We just have so many great things headed your way, to include a couple of really cool limited items only for the event. So you're going to want to start getting excited now.
Yes, get excited. Nikki, who wants to take bets on the Jackasses flipping event tickets? We are not going to tolerate that. If someone wants to do that, they're not welcome. Additionally, if someone does say, hey, I've got these Mischief toy event tickets for sale, they are non-transferable. We will be ensuring that you are who you are at the door. So that's not tolerated. So do not purchase them without the intent on going. If you can't make it, please give us the heads up. That would be very nice, if possible, so that can be offered to somebody else. But we are not going to tolerate flipping. Don't buy the tickets unless you can make it, please. And if someone does try to flip the event tickets, I will ban them from future purchases. I'm not going to tolerate that for our event. It is a very limited, very special event, and I'm a collector, so I understand, the frustration in, seeing figures going up for sale on eBay and stuff, and we try our hardest after every single sale. I sit there for hours trying to figure things out and do what I can to ensure people don't get duplicates and stuff. Can't win them all, but just know that I work very hard. I will not tolerate people trying to flip tickets. Don't fucking buy tickets if you're just going to turn them around for X amount of dollars to sell to somebody. That's bullshit. It's fucked up, and I'm not doing it. Sorry. Pisses me off.
What are you getting so worked up for?
Because Nikki asked a question.
I know, but you don't have to get that worked up.
I do.
It'll all work out. Don't worry about it. What's the price on the ticket? They're $10.
$10 piece.
Yeah, so the $10 just goes for the event. So if you pay $10, what did I say earlier? No expectation to get the money back. What's
non-refundable?
Non-refundable. Non-refundable because we're using that money towards the event.
Non-refundable. Non-transferable. Thank you, Nikki, for the question. Chris will yell at me later, but don't apologize because that's a very important question, and I didn't even think of that. So I'm very grateful to you. As a collector, I don't want to see that.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't want to see it either. But we, as the Mischief Toys grows, the harder it is to sort of thwart a lot of that, and I just really don't want to lend expectations to the fact that we can take care of every little thing. It becomes impossible.
Right,
as
but
we go.
I am trying my
and that's
hardest.
Good. That's great. I'm glad that they can see the passion that you have for that. That's awesome.
I'm so passionate that I'm cussing about it.
You are. You're getting.
But I
getting
cuss
very
about
angry.
everything. I cuss when I'm happy. I don't know.
Getting very angry. Yes, of course. Blue says protecting your customers. Yes. Heather is always about the collector, and well, both of us are, but Heather, she's the grand master at all that stuff. Are the tickets physical? No. So you'll just you could show us on your phone or whatever.
Share your
all that jazz.
email. Tell us your name.
And Heather will have a list of names, so she'll be able to verify who is who. Will you have ghastly foot scrapers at the event? Ghastly foot scraper. One thing you did not mention is that we'll have new lanyards at the event. And the new lanyards are really cool. At New York Comic Con. Yeah, new lanyards. So the new lanyards are really cool. I'm actually using one for my day job because I have to wear a little badge holder thing. So it's really cool. It's black light inspired. It's a great lanyard.
Ooh, yeah, so make sure you pick it up so you can put your New York Comic Con badge on it because it's going to be fucking cool.
100%.
You're going to want it. Also, I would like to note for anybody asking, if there are leftovers, whether it be our merchandise at the show, our figures, whatever, it will go up to the public, not just Coven only, when we get back from the convention. Additionally, we do have an online-only exclusive, New York Comic Con exclusive. We're calling it that, even though it will not be at the actual event. It goes on sale next Wednesday, October the 11th, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It is our gargoyle. It is amazing. It is hefty. It's cool. You're definitely not going to want to miss it. We have 200 that are bundled with a pin, 200 without a pin, 400 gargoyles in total. The price point for the gargoyle is $85. The price point of the pin bundle is $100. So it's $15 extra for the pin. That's our normal pin price.
Anno, did you say there will be Mischief toy bags at the booth? Yes, there will be. So when you buy your figures, you'll get the bag. There's no extra charge to the bag. The bag comes with the figures. Yes. It's very important to me. The bags are made out of what is it? What kind of material is it?
It's
do you know?
Just a normal
almost like a bag you would get like a reusable bag you would get like at a grocery store is the material.
If something like doesn't go right with an item, contact us please and we'll replace it. Please send me an email to help@mischieftoys.com and I will replace your Coven lanyard that broke. I don't like that at all. As long as it's within like a reasonable time frame, I'm cool with replacing things. But if you purchased something like 2 months ago, I'm sorry. Like there's nothing we can do about that.
That's really great that you're telling us this, because the Coven lanyard is one I have not worn. My Mischief Toys lanyard, I've worn it now for however long ago we made them. Now I'm wearing the new one. The Coven one I was going to use, but then the black light one I knew it was coming, so I wanted to wear that one. I might have to go and check those out. Definitely hit us up and let us know. I want to send you a new one for sure.
It's the same thing as the Mischief Toys lanyard.
I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry to hear that happen.
Me too.
Haven't run into that problem myself, but we'll certainly send you a brand new one. You should not have it for a week and it break. That's BS.
Absolutely
It's a lot of BS.
What was I going to say? Any chance for common Ghastlies at the booth? So, possibly. Here's the thing. We have a certain amount of space that we can keep items in. We are still working on filling our things that we're going to be keeping at our booth. So, hopefully there will be a handful of common Ghastlies. Don't know if we're going to split them up per day or if we're just going to do like first come, first serve. I don't know what we're going to do about that. They will be common. Because we do have a handful of them on hand. It's not that, I want to say it's around 50 or so. We don't have a crazy amount on hand right now. We do plan on getting some made in a future shipment.
Rooster, yes, there's a chance of having common figures there at the event. So just I guess more or less you can ask. I think they'll be up on the tables at the booth, possibly, if we don't sell out of them. But yeah, look out for it. Robotica Media, that's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that we inspired you. I'm all about that. I like to see that. I like people to, if you're dreaming it, try to bring it to reality. We did. Look where we're at today. If we can do it, you can do it. So work hard. When Heather and I work very hard daily, and we never get like a vacation or sort of a laid back time ever. Like it's always balls to the wall. This weekend, as an example, just same thing, right? We're spending the entire weekend stickering up boxes. We got all sorts of new stuff that came in. We had to carry it into the house, which was a lot. It took up a lot of our night the other night. I'm editing videos. We're filming, right? So we're constantly at play. We're constantly working.
I was sick all week last week and still tried to manage the energy to
make content.
Not only make content, but pack the figures and everything, although I didn't help as much as I normally do.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I was so I'm still like tired, but I feel like so much better. Yesterday, my nose was running like a faucet. It was nasty.
But getting through Demonstro was tough, you know, us both being sick, and we had to pack them all up, and then we had to take them to the post office. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying there's a lot that goes into it. So if you want to have a dream like that and you want to make big things happen, make sure you put all of your energy into it. Don't give up. I see a lot of people, you know, talk about shit and they want to do it, and then they just never try. I know it. I know a person personally that I've talked to a lot over the last couple of years who doesn't watch our YouTube channel or anything. It's like a friend outside of all this, and I constantly tell him he should just go for it, just do it. And for whatever reason, he doesn't get the ball rolling. So highly suggest that you just do it. Just do it. Just put your whole ass into it and do it. Get it done.
That whole wagon.
Yeah. How do you get to your booth from the entrance? A good Patar, I don't know the answer to that. I mean,
I do.
Okay.
You from the entrance, I don't know what entrance you're coming in. I don't know how many entrances that there are, but when you walk into the con, we are literally almost all the way to the right. If you search NYCC 2023 map, the map is live. We are booth 4542, and you can find us on the map. Again, we are to the right. We're sort of in the middle, so if you think of like there's a wall here at the front of the con and a wall here at the back of the con. We're all the way to the right, sort of like right in the middle almost. There
you go. There you have it. Heather just explained it all to you.
Yes. So hopefully you guys are able to find us.
K&L Collectibles. Can't wait to see if you make a video on Demonstro. That's amazing. I'm so happy that you're able to get one. That's awesome. Let's see. Do we have anything else? Can't call it work if you love it. That's 100%. I do love everything that we do here.
Yeah.
And it's my dream to make this our lives. Like, this is all we do. That's the dream, right? Once we're able to hit that part of our lives where Mischief Toys and or Gastlecast is our life, that'll be the day that I'm popping a big. I don't even drink wine, but I'll pop a big bottle of wine and we'll be drinking to it because I'm. That's the dream. Katrina, thank you. You're so sweet. You are. You're really sweet. Thank you. We know that you guys appreciate us. You know, you guys are constantly sending us positive notes and boxes in the mail,
comments,
emails, comments, messages. Just thank you. It's so uplifting, and we really do appreciate it. Anytime you guys do that, I'll be honest, there are things that we do not forget. We don't forget stuff, ever.
Yeah. Well, we are very forgetful people.
Well, we don't forget. Like, it goes both ways, right? So if there are people out there that are saying negative crap, we don't forget that. If they're saying positive stuff, we don't forget that either. And there have been people who have basically said very negative things, have been really harsh to us, and sort of been real a-holes to us. But they constantly come back to watch our videos and to buy our figures. And I can't really wrap my head around it. It's very interesting.
Yeah. So, wow. I mean, we're doing something right. But trust me, I don't forget the negative. So just keep that in mind.
Latest on the warehouse project. Thank you, Rooster, for asking. Because I think we'll close on that. So yesterday we had our builders come out, and they were talking to us about the electricity of the thing and building it and everything else.
We got approved for our permit.
We got our permit came through, and so now we have the electrical part to work on. That's our next step, and hopefully we can start building this thing. It really means that they're going to tear up our whole yard. They got to build underground. They got to run lines underground. It's a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be very expensive.
You know what's messed up? They have to pull out my vegetable garden in order to get the machinery into the backyard.
I know, it's depressing.
And I am so upset.
It's very depressing.
They said they'll put it back, but I don't think they're going to put it back the way I want it to
Very
put
depressing.
back.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But yeah, so to answer your question, hopefully very soon they'll start up, and that's fantastic.
No plumbing. Nope. We No plumbing.
No plumbing. Yeah, we decided no plumbing.
Our backyard is not big enough for like a ginormous warehouse.
You
so
will literally,
we didn't wanna
you'll step out of the back of our back door from our house, and you'll walk right into it. I mean, it's that close.
Yeah.
So we don't really need a bathroom to be in there. I would say that more or less, New York Comic Con is going to basically pay for our new warehouse, more or less. I mean, it's going to be...
I don't know. I don't even think that we're going to be making enough.
I don't think it'll even be enough. It's going to be so expensive, but it'll be worth it. It's a lot. It's going to be perfect for our future endeavors.
Yeah,
right?
it's better than renting a warehouse somewhere, having to drive there. Like, I'm just not interested in all that. As long as we can keep it at home, we will.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I want to do. If at some point in the future... I don't want to have to do this, but if we have to rent a storage locker or something somewhere for figures that, you know, we may release way down the line, and maybe like 3 times a year have to go from a storage unit to our warehouse just because our warehouse gets too full for some reason. That could be a possibility, but I'd like to keep things as close to home as possible, which is why we're building in our backyard. And what's cool about it is, in the future, it can be used for an in-law suite, or it can be used as like an Airbnb or something. Someone can add plumbing to it. Someone can add more to it. But what we're doing, it's going to be fully finished. It's not going to have rooms, of course, but, you know, someone can make rooms out of it. It's going to be
Mr. Ghost said,
space.
We need those vegetables for your dad's block party. They better put it back or no invite for them.
You got a good point. We need those tomatoes for the hamburgers.
Martin, you're on point. You guys need to record the process on the warehouse. Yeah, we definitely will. We'll cover all that data. And, of course, it'll probably end up right here on the channel where we're discussing the build and what we're going to be doing in there. You guys have been so awesome. A lot of people have been sending us different things, which will be hanging on the walls. We got all sorts of stuff. In fact, this right here is one of them.
I am so sad we haven't hung it yet.
Yeah. So this will be hanging in there for sure.
He's going to be hanging in our warehouse.
Yeah, this will be hanging in the warehouse.
Initially, we were going to hang it above where Chris edits, but he belongs in the warehouse.
Yeah, so he'll be in the warehouse. This was made by our friends over at Soda Coasters.
Yep, by Rob and Sue.
Yeah, I'm super amped to hang that up. We got some other artwork I can see across the room. We'll hang that. We'll put all the figures up in there and cases and stuff. We'll just make it look all really pretty in there and really nice. And make it an environment that we're proud to be in.
I got an amazing drawing during our gift exchange. I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before. It's a Ghastly as Pennywise.
Oh, yeah.
And I want that hung up in the warehouse.
That's cool, too.
We have so much art from you guys. Like, I want to make our warehouse, like, covered in Mischief Toys, fan art,
yeah,
things that people
if you
make
guys,
for us.
If you guys ever want to make fan art or send something over that we'll hang up on the walls, feel free to send us. If you're an artist, you want to, or just you average Joe that just enjoys drawing, draw something up, send it to us. We'll hang it on the walls in there. We'll have all sorts of stuff in there, and we'll film it. Once it's all done, we'll show everything off and show you the setup, and I think it's going to be really cool. I'm excited.
Yeah. Oh, here's another thing that we're going to hang up in there. This is from our friend Celeste. She made this. I love it.
Oh, yes, of course. I love it, too.
Our Ghastly made out of Legos sign.
Yeah, I love that. That's going to go on the walls,
cute.
too. Yeah, hell yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're very grateful to you guys, all of you. We really appreciate it. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. We love that you love what we're up to, and we want to continue blowing things out of the water.
Oh, you stopped. I was like,
I know I did.
What are we doing?
I was like, wait a second.
What is going on?
Yeah, don't get too excited. We charge a lot extra for that, okay?
Oh, my God. We want artwork from Jared Gerber. That's awesome. Remember Jared Gerber used to send out artwork all the time?
Jared's amazing.
Jared is amazing. Haven't seen Jared in a while.
Get good security. We already have that in the works. We have incredible security at our home as it is. So we're just going to add more to the warehouse. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Well, would you look at that? Look, it's time for us to get off a clock right now. It's late. We have another week of work ahead of us, and then next weekend we'll be in preparation to go to New York Comic Con. New York Comic Con is going to be huge for us. I think it's going to open up a lot of doors. Last year opened up the the Hot Topic door for us, and I think this year is going to be really, really great. Hoping to talk to some other toy brands, artists for a collaboration. Would love to do more collaborations in 2024 and beyond. I think it's going to be awesome. And by the way, October 22nd, there's a Cradle of Filth show that'll be happening right here in Baltimore. Heather and I will be attending. We bought our tickets, and we'll be meeting up with Danny Filth of Cradle of Filth so we can make a Danny Filth Ghastly.
Possibly.
That's
More
the plan, at
details
least.
to come.
More details to come. That's one big dream for me, and maybe that'll equate to us doing more with Danny Filth and Company. I would love to be able to do that. More to come, more information to come soon, okay? But thank you. Yes, we're getting off on the live. It's nuts over here. Yeah, and you use the word nuts. How do you like that? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our newest video is out right now. You can go and watch that. It came. Look at that. It posted up today. So go and watch that new video. It's a great video. It's talking about the NFT. What the hell is that thing called? The spider thing? What the hell is that? From
Seymour Spider.
Seymour Spider, and how Funko made them too small. Like, it's a whole thing.
I give you guys a real good joke at the end, so make sure you watch the whole thing.
Watch the whole thing. It's a
I
very
did
good
not
joke.
think of it until the end of the video. It was not well executed. I felt like shit, but
It's a very good joke.
it's a great joke. You're gonna love it.
It
Let
really
me know seriously in the comment section below that video. Let me know what you think of the joke. It's a good one.
Oh my God, I'm yawning. I never yawn. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. We love you. Remember, as always, we are together, yes. We
We'll catch
will
you
see you
next
very
time.
soon. We'll be back here next Sunday to get ready for New York Comic Con. It'll be our final live for New York Comic Con week.
Bye.